You may have spoken with your doctor about eating more healthily. Maybe your cholesterol or blood pressure is a little high or you're at risk of diabetes. So what exactly is healthy eating? Stay tuned and I will tell you all you need to know. Hi, I'm Dr. Steve from AskDrSteve.com. I'm a registered GP working in London. This YouTube channel is about answering your medical queries and providing you with safe and approved evidence-based medical information and advice. There's so much advice out there on dieting and healthy eating that it's very easy to get lost in a minefield of information. Newspaper articles 1 minute say one thing and then change their minds only moments later. Who should you listen to? Who do you believe? I would like to start by saying that it's not easy to do medical research on healthy eating. To do so most accurately would involve putting people into groups and restricting their diets for many years with studies called randomized controlled trials. Most people wouldn't want to be involved in such research due to understandable lifestyle restrictions over a long period of time. There are versions of these studies that are shorter in time, but they can be difficult to interpret. Another type of research called epidemiology is also used. Roughly speaking, this looks back at the past lifestyle of many people and tries to link this lifestyle with our current health. Unfortunately, this is not easy to do and it can again be difficult to interpret results. However, it can provide us with valuable guidance, particularly if conducted well. Due to problems with dietary research, we can't be completely certain of results, and it's likely that recommendations will be refined and improved in the future. For example, I think recommendations will change regarding the roles of saturated fats in our diet. It's possible that certain types of saturated fat are not harmful and may be beneficial. It's likely related to the type of food that contains the fat as well. The jury is still out. The information I'm going to give you, we believe, is the best and safest you can do with the current knowledge available today. If things change with more research and understanding and we are certain of it, then we will let you know. The basic form of this eating guide is recommended by Public Health England, the World Health Organization, the National Institute for Healthcare and Excellence, as well as many other well-reputed organisations both nationally and internationally. The wonderful thing about these recommendations is that they allow for a wide variety of different food types. They can be implemented in dishes with foods from many different countries and cultures. We can still have very tasty and enjoyable food. So let's begin. What I'm going to be talking about is known as the Eatwell guide. I've left a link in the description below for a written form of the guide as well as a PDF copy on my website. It's important to read this as it goes into more detail than I can here. As you can see here from the diagram, the food we should be eating every day can be divided up into 5 categories. These are: number 1, fruit and vegetables; number 2, starchy carbohydrates such as bread, rice, pasta and potatoes; number 3, beans, pulses, fish, eggs, meat and other proteins; number 4, dairy products and alternatives; and number 5, oils and spreads. The proportion we should be aiming for is shown by the size on the chart. Let's talk a little more. Fruit and vegetables. Try to aim for 5 from this category every day and they should make up about 40% of your daily intake. Remember though that they're not all equal. Bananas, for example, have many more calories than apples, so if you want to control your weight, it will be a good idea to eat lower calorie fruits. Also, vegetables, particularly green vegetables, have lower calories than most fruits. Just to let you know that potatoes don't belong to this group and don't count as a vegetable for this category. Starchy carbohydrates. Roughly 38% of our intake should be from starchy carbohydrates, such as potatoes, bread, rice, pasta and cereals. What we should be aiming for though are the unprocessed, unrefined types. This would be brown rice, wholemeal bread, wholemeal pasta, porridge oats and muesli for example. Be careful with cereals though, as lots of popular brands are unhealthy as they contain added sugar and salt and are highly processed. Beans, pulses, fish, eggs, meat and other proteins. This should comprise of about 12% of our daily intake. Beans, peas and lentils are a good alternative to meat as they're low in fat, high in fibre, protein and vitamins. We should also be aiming for about 2 portions of fish per week, with one of those being oily fish such as mackerel, fresh tuna or salmon. Some types of meat are high in saturated fat, so try to choose leaner cuts. It's possible to get low-fat mincemeats for example. Grilling is a good idea as opposed to frying, as fat can drip off the food when it's cooking. Removing the skin from chicken also reduces the fat content quite significantly. If you eat red meat or processed meat, then try to limit the amount to about 70 grams per day. Processed meat is much more unhealthy than red meat. Dairy products and alternatives. This should be about 8% of our daily intake. They include milk, cheese, yogurts and are a good source of protein and vitamins. Try to choose low-fat versions of these. If you want to try non-dairy alternatives such as soya, then go for the unsweetened calcium-fortified versions. Oils and spreads. Try to limit these to about 1% of your daily intake. Use oils such as olive oil, which is thought to be healthy for your heart. I've seen some very nice olive oil based margarines. If you're going to fry food, then use rapeseed oil. Butter and ghee contain high amounts of saturated fats and should be avoided. Drink 6 to 8 glasses of fluid per day. Water, low-fat milk, sugar-free drinks including tea and coffee all count. Try to limit fruit juices to about 150 ml per day, as these are a source of sugar and calories. If you drink alcohol, it should be limited to 14 units per week for both men and women. These 14 units should also be spread out evenly across the week and certainly not consumed in 1 or 2 days. Try to reduce your salt intake to 6 grams per day or less. This means 6 grams in total and not just what you may add to your food as flavourings. Lots of food contains hidden salt, so this should be factored in. Evidence shows that reducing salt can lower blood pressure. Try to avoid or limit foods such as chocolates, cakes, biscuits, sweets, sugary drinks and crisps. These are bad for your heart and are linked to diabetes. They're also very calorie dense and are not good if you want to control your weight. A 51 gram popular chocolate bar contains about 230 calories. That's equivalent to 3 small apples. The apples would not only be more healthy for you, but they would fill you up more. Other heavily processed foods are not good for us either. These include things such as pies, pastries, fast foods, pizzas and many microwave ready meals. They may also contain fats called trans fats, which have lots of research saying they're harmful. Limit free sugars to less than 30 grams a day in adults. Free sugars include any sugar added to food and drink and also include those naturally found in honey, syrups and unsweetened fruit juices. Please see the PDF Eatwell guide regarding children. My personal feeling is that we should be reducing free sugars much further still. With regards to the amount we eat, the Eatwell guide states that women should eat no more than 2,000 calories in total per day and men no more than 2,005 in order to maintain current weight. I personally like to be a little more precise with this. Depending on your age, height, build and activity levels, this would vary between people. There are some good calculators available that can help you estimate your daily calorific allowance. I've put some links in the description below. If you want to lose weight, then reducing your calories by 500 per day will help you lose 1 pound or just under half a kilogram per week. So eating healthily is not just about eating healthy food. We can still gain a lot of weight from eating healthy food if we have too much of it. It's important to control how much we actually eat by reducing our portion sizes. There are some good phone apps that help you track the calories in the food you've eaten during the day. You can then adjust your portion sizes according to your daily allowance. Finally, and very importantly, remember that we should do everything in balance. Where would the fun and happiness in life be if we restricted everything? It's fine if we sometimes break the rules in moderation. The important thing is that over a period of time, we are eating and living more healthily. All of the information here is a guide, and if you have any medical conditions, then please discuss things with a qualified healthcare professional first, just to ensure you're being safe. When I direct my own patients to this video, it's in the knowledge that I'm aware of their medical history. If you found this helpful, then please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave some suggestions or medical questions that you would like me to answer in future videos. Also, please click on the bell icon to receive notifications so that you don't miss out on my latest videos. Keep well, stay healthy, and many thanks for your attention.